22 August 2022. This Skidmark, I want to talk about something that is really close to my heart, and that is food. And I'm a guy that likes good food. And I also try and eat as little processed food as possible. I don't believe all these stories about no sugar and low fat. Things like that makes me jittery. If you just take a look at low fat or no fat yogurt, how the hell do you make that? I'll tell you how they make that. They take normal yogurt and then they wash it with the acid to dissolve the fats, and they drain it off, and they end up with a grey paste that you will not bring close to your mouth. And then they start and they add back colorants and flavorants and stuff to sort the mouthfeel out and all of that. And all of that is synthetic. So a very good friend of mine that is in the food nutritional operations told me, if you see the label low fat or no fat, you can just replace that with chemical shitstorm. And that's what it is. The reason why I'm doing this Skidmark was triggered by an article that I saw on Business Insider. I will include the link in the description of this video. This was an article in Business Insider on 19 August. Plant-based foods labeled as vegan biltong and vegetarian sausages has been due to disappear from South African shelves on Monday. It was outlawed to use those descriptions for fake food, fake meat. But a court interdict granted on Friday should prevent that. An order issued by the Department of Agricultural and Land Reform and Rural Development outlawed plant-based foods or meat analogues that use product names reserved for processed meat products. South Africa's Food Safety Agency recently reaffirmed its commitment to seize any plant-based foods with meaty names starting on Monday from shelves across the country. But consumer goods organizations want an interdict against the implementation. So on the one hand, the authorities is trying to protect us. But on the other hand, those guys with the financial interests have whipped up some support, and they got an interdict to stop that seizure. Now the reason why this upsets me is, why the hell do they have to take a plant-based concoction with who knows what the fuck is in it and then put it in a skin and call it a sausage? And they make the same concoction up and form it into a patty, and then they sell it as a burger patty. Non-animal burger patty. Non-animal sausage. Why the hell are they doing that? Why don't they just label the damn thing and call it a veggie cake that you can grill, or grill your veggie cake, or grill your veggie cylinder, or what? But no, they must always come and use names like biltong and patty and steak and sausage and things that is associated with real meat. And this is what I've reached a point where I just want to swear when I see all this cock that they're forcing down on us, and we must just accept it. They are imposters. They are invaders of our healthy lives. I've read an article about an operation in Israel that was leading the world in the making of fake meat, and that operation is now shutting down because per kilogram it is an astronomical amount. That is the real cost per kilogram. And it looks like many people don't. There's vegans. They made a choice to be absurd. Why the fuck must they have anything to protect their absurd lifestyle? Why must there be legal processes to protect them? It's the same with these people that are in a church, for instance, and that church does not believe in unicorns, but this oak now He is convinced that there is unicorns and he has one at home, and the other people in the church don't want any part of his shit. And then he goes through a process and he finds more unicorn lovers, and they want to change that church. That one guy wants to change that church to accommodate him. Why doesn't he take his unicorn dreams and fuck off into the field and go and have a church under a tree somewhere? No, he must come and destroy that is there. Because they don't believe in unicorns, that is why they're a church. Now he wants, and the same thing happened with the gays that infested the churches and things like that. I can never understand what the hell is the problem. Why don't they go and start their gay church and have fun there? I'm not going to terrorize them there. Why the fuck must they come and terrorize me in my church? Why? It's against my principles. But they don't give a fuck for that, as long as they can have their rights. Putin said it very clear in an interview I saw, where there was a group that wanted protection for their minority rights, and he said, listen, Russia is for Russians. We don't have minority rights here. All Russians have the same rights. If you don't like that, go to a place where that right that you want is natural for them. You're not going to get it here. And I like it. Familiar plant-based foods like vegan biltong and vegetarian sausage has been due to disappear from the shelves from Monday, if not voluntarily, then through seizure by agents of South Africa's Food Safety Agency. But on Friday, mince that contains no part of any animal and patties with no meat received a reprieve, as manufacturers and retailers fought back. Yes, they are only fighting back for the money, not for your health, not for your well-being, for the money. And if you're stupid enough to think that that little concoction cake that you are buying there to replace a burger patty is healthy for you, I've got a bridge to sell you, like Alexander says many times on the Duran. What shit is that? In late June, reaffirmed that meat analogues must not use the product names prescribed and reserved for processed meat products, adding that these plant-based products were in violation of regulations promulgated in 2019. But they don't give a fuck whether they're against the law or not. The law must be changed to accommodate their shit. The department also warned producers that Food Safety Agency was empowered to seize any and all plant-based products with meaty names from the shelves. The only way to avoid a government-led seizure of goods would be for the products to be relabeled or recalled by the producers and retailers themselves. And of course they were not happy with that, because they were merrily imposing their shit on us, and we just have to accept that. The interdict halts the forcible removal of products from shelves, at least until a court can decide on the merits of the arguments from producers and retailers. The South African Vegan Society said government's ban will have a catastrophic consequences on many stakeholders, namely producers of plant-based food products, retailers, and then they add consumers, and fuck them. If they are so keen on eating plants, why do they want to label it as meat? This is a huge step backwards in the government's fight against climate change, and the fuckers could not help themselves. They have to bring the climate change shit into the story. Climate change has got nothing to do with this. They are busy trying to bullshit us and tell us that animals are the contributors to climate change. They're talking shit. Regulations such as this is exactly what we don't need when the world scientists are telling us we urgently need to reduce our meat consumption. And I say, fuck those scientists also. I'm a healthy 70-year-old guy and I eat lots of meat. I eat basically a pure protein diet. Very little carbohydrates. Most of it is protein, and it's good red meat. I cannot understand why the fuck are we tolerating these weirdos amongst us and allow them to manipulate us. They are bullshitting us with the climate, and now, not now, and they want to sell us fake food, fake weather, fake medicine, fakes, everything fakes. That is what they push. My problem is that Bill Gates and his cronies, they are the guys with the big money that sits behind this shit. If we don't stop them, they will poison us all and kill us. Look at the people that are the main promoters of this crap. Look at those guys. Soy boy is the label. They are skinny. Their skins are basically transparent. Their eyes want to pop out of their heads. And they look unhealthy. Just one look and you can see they're unhealthy. I one night listened to a program about pets, and there was one woman there raving that her 2 dogs is on a vegan diet. What the fuck is that? That is animal cruelty. We have been designed to eat natural food, which includes meat, good healthy meat. But these organizations like this, vegan operators and so, they want to force you to think, to stuff your body full of chemicals is healthy. And I say, fuck them. I like red meat and I'm happy the government is pulling this shit off our shelves. Please, like and subscribe and share the thing. Yeah, these things getting me very, 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 very hot under the collar. Have a nice day.